Try not to overextend your elbows. Okay. Still just a little bit of desire to do it. So like here's where you have it, okay? You push past it now. Now you're exposed, okay? So careful. Try to bring him more into your movement. Then you can stay at mid-range grappling. Okay? So careful, like if you feel like you have them, okay, now you start pushing, you're overextending, then your arms get straight. So if you have them here, then take them this way. So you keep your arms more compact. Next, if you end up on your elbow, careful because you're not much closer to close range grappling. If he passes it, let know like we're not playing the game anymore. Like you want to come in for a body lock. You see? Got it. So if you find yourself and you're here, okay, find a way to get back, okay, it happens. So as you just realize that you're moving in here, you have the connection, but I'd rather that you come back to your hands, okay? So two things we're working on is don't straighten your arms, and then the second thing, if you get on the edge of mid-range grappling, understand that happened. It's very easy to go back to the other edge of mid-range grappling. Okay, you're on the border with close range. Okay.
Good, so you didn't hyperextend. You called it back in. Good. Good. Careful. Use the circle more so you're not overextending. Better. Pull them in. Yes. Good. You always want one hand yin. That's how you make the circle, not too young. Yes, there you go. Now you're not overextending. Pull them in. Bring him into Kazushi for earlier.
Right.
Then he'll respond to it. Then you might have to change direction. Don't play arm patty cake.
Right.
You touch Kazushi, he has to do something. Do you guys understand that?
Right. I'm not in this range, right? Not close enough to touch, right? Okay. So I gotta be close. I gotta be close enough to touch. So I'm like this range, but I should never be here. I need to be at the 45 to him or the 90 to him. Got it? So stay where you are, and we can still touch the forearm. The hand to the elbow range is this range, is mid-range grappling. Okay? Now, I'm always here, but we're here on a rotation. You get it? There's an energy that's doing this. Let's walk it. So, you understand? We're not. It's not that we're doing this. He's coming in at me. You see? You get it? There's a rotation. So there's a centrifugal and a centrifugal energy because of where I move. So I'm not. In other words, as I throw the strike, I'm not going to go to the 45 and not. There's no rotation. You see that? I have to move to the 45 to keep this thing going. So this time, in order to keep it going, I had to go to the other 45 to keep it going. Okay? You guys understand? Okay. So that force is happening to us. Now, it's hard to talk and work with the actual centrifugal energy and the centrifugal energy, okay? But if we just walk around normal, you're not a victim. You come out of that. Like you're trying to grab me, do you understand? You're trying to grab me, okay? If I just keep his spine straight, he can do any number of things, not everything. If I was in front of him, he could do everything. When I'm at the angle, he could do more things if we're not moving. But when we're moving, he can do less things, but still quite a bit, okay? He can duck under, he can pull, he can go around. There's a lot to account for. So that is why I don't just stick and follow. I always tilt. You have to tilt. Now you took away a lot of things, okay? So he's trying to hit your chest, and you don't want to just stick. You don't want to just hold. There's not much tilt. You have to touch and tilt, you see? Then he has to do something to get off of it, and that's what opens up other stuff. Or you're just in, you see, you've got enough tilt where you're going to just project. But you have to occupy with the tilt every time. He has to get off of the tilt. So not like this. And there you can do this, but it's not what we do. Okay? Touch, tilt. Touch, tilt. 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 So here's his thrust, you see? And that's what I tilt. Well, the other hand will help you. See? Use the two hands. Tilt. 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 Combinations of he's pushing, you see, and I kokyu into a tilt. I adhere into the tilt, see? Okay, but I have to tilt. You can't, he pushes, right? You can yield, you see? I yield, I got out of the way, and then you can pick up. Yield, then you can pick it up. Can't do any of those stuff, okay? But he has to tilt. You're not going to sit there and do this, okay? Also remember, mid-range grappling, like I said just now, it's here, okay? So this is the edge, just like I don't want to use my elbow because I'm at the edge of close range grappling, the border between the two. Same thing, you get on his elbows, you're at that edge, okay? So he gets on my elbows, and we're in, okay? So resist, like you're coming here, you'll see that elbow, right? Maybe you go here, just simply roll out. You'll still have it. So I'm here, yeah, I'm pushing, I'm extending, and I'm at his elbow. Well, I roll out and take the hand now this way. I come back towards the hand, okay? So earlier we said, try to not use your elbows, and now I'm asking you to stay away from his elbows, okay? How do you do that? You just come back this way, okay? Come back this way. You'll find pretty much any adhesion point that you have here, where you're doing this stuff, you come here and you'll have it right back, okay? All right.
Get him in the tilt. He's upright too long. It's because you're pushing back on him. Better. Tilt right away. Tilt. He tilts. As soon as you touch, you tilt. No, see, he's upright. Watch the long arms. We're advancing. Tilt, tilt.
Oh, sorry. I'm done.
Good. Good. Try not to grab. Get some yielding. You have 2 yongs. Yep. Try to get up away from those elbows. It actually comes from overextending, from pushing, and they're trying to get off. You're going to slip up. You're going to slip up the arm, okay? So if you would stop pushing at her, it wouldn't happen, okay? But if it does, because they might counter you, then you have that other skill. But if we stop pushing, we wouldn't be in that. Find her center, get out of her shoulders. Feel when her mind goes on one arm. Don't let it pull your mind to that arm. You pay attention to the other arm.
Right and touch. Someone's going to get you sooner or later. You're trying to Wing Chun this person. Do you understand? So what we're doing is right at first pressure, go ahead, right at first pressure, I'm in that tilt. I have the same seizure, but I'm working a particular tactic. Okay? This is trapping skills. You see? Trapping and passing skills. You get it? So in other words, she pushes on a hand and then I yield, you see? And then you have this kind of stuff. It's a very low percentage. What you can do is the same, you do that same push. I could do the same trapping skill and get the angle, okay? You understand? So it's not enough to just sit here and stay in here and just pass and stuff. Seize, right? And then tilt, and then project, okay? Seize, he does whatever. That's my yielding angle, project. Okay?
Not too yonks. Find her center through there. You're slipping on her arm, and that's how you're getting up to the elbow. Touch, find the center through each hand. Okay, so what's happening? She has too many angle variables when she's upright. Do you get this? It's too many angle variables.
It's the same thing. You're on the line, you see. We're going to fight. What am I going to do? I'm going to attack you. What do you think I'm going to do?
Attack you straight.
Okay? Really? Do you see? There's too many angles for you to be able to tell. We reduce those angles by adding tension. You start circling the fight. You see that? No, hold on, that angle's gone, that angle's gone. Do you see? You get it? Okay? And you, by circling, I now become reaction. You stay here, I'm active. You start circling, I gotta now turn, you see? So I lose initiative. You start cutting away some of my potential angles of attack. It's easier to now defend yourself, okay? The more I am away from one of the Kazushi patterns, and you are away from one of the Shikaku angles, it's just a matter of time. I'm going to get you, okay? So that is why when you're here like this, she has every single angle and combination. So if you pay, she can make every one of those 360s coming around, you see? Okay? She can go this way too, and this way. She can do the diagonals, you see? And you're like trying to stay up with that. It's like, it's just a matter of time, okay? So again, the order is not to be here external, in the center, okay? You got it? Now she has to respond, because so here I am, if you push into me, you see, her balance is now on her back foot. You see? Just when she thrusts. She can, let me say, she can feel that. So if she pushes in, then you have her already. So she's going to get off of it. Get off of that seizure you have right there. You see? You get it? It was like, oh, where am I going? Now I don't have any seizure. You see? And now she can move her hands any old way, and I'm trying to stay up with this thing. So hard to do. Look how much angles that I have to cover. Okay? Oh, she would have had that one right there. Okay? But what you do instead, the order of operation is at touch, seize, okay? Where's her yang energy? Deviate, right? And start to tilt. She'll respond, but she can't respond every old way. You see, so let's go back here. We're on this tilt, and try to come around the outside of this arm. Broad, just bringing her more into it. So she would feel that, and any athlete would feel that, and that's why she came around to the other arm. She's trying to free the other arm that's getting her. But you keep now able to keep using those little tiny angles. I don't know if the camera can see it. Okay, so here's the seizure, right? So let's say there's your center, but I don't keep it in the tilt. She can wrist roll around, and she's free. You see? But if I keep pulling and her little wrist roll doesn't do anything. Okay, so you cancel out angles. You guys understand? So right at touch, you're already moving. There's little micro, she's trying, I'm just micro adjusting to it. It looks to you like I am just touching her and going, but I'm not. She's constantly micro adjusting, and I'm micro adjusting at the seizure point. Okay? I don't have to move my hand to adjust at the seizure point. So if we go slow and you agree to stay slow, she's getting off. Okay, got it? So touch, seize, tilt. Okay, now you're taking away a lot of possible angles. It's a little easier. Okay, got it?
Come off the elbows. Better, good. That's it. Tilt. There you go. You have like a second when you remember the other hand. Like you're like, oh yeah, and then you start to tilt, okay? Try to get it more fluid without that gap. Here we go. Better. It's his job to get unseized. Good. Stay grounded or you'll get projected off yourself when you project. What's that, Virginia?
Again, we're getting there. That was like everyone's doing very well. Remember where we started, okay? Remember where we started. So we're now not allowing you up here, okay? I'm not allowing you here. Okay? If it happens, it happens. But in training, try to understand where this stuff happens. Okay? This range is you're losing it. Okay. All right. And we have some grounding. We still have some pushing, okay? But the fact that you're able to push, some are able to ground, is the drill has an overlap between correct form, like two circles, you see? There's an overlap where you can be doing correct form, or where it's internal, or you could be doing an external form. You guys understand that? So like when you're slipping and stuff.
okay? And I would say you guys are going in and out of internal. That's what's happening. Okay? It's not purely external. All right, but I still have a mind thing to do, right? So meaning if I operate at this level where I can keep my mouth open and breathe through my mouth, I'm probably more towards that external. Where I want to get eventually is in the dropping of the mind, okay? Do you understand? Just like Zazen. So then you're not going to be so tense. You can't be, okay? He's doing what he's doing, okay? And you're trying to do that meditation aspect. And you know that your tension is stopping you from sending the yang to the ground, okay? Don't get contagious by me. There you go. Again, that happened with Sean because you can feel how relaxed I am. Then you start to go relaxed, okay? You have to stay the same. That's why we have a uke in this drill. So I can work on being relaxed. You can feel how light I am. And what I'm doing is feeling my mind duplicate my Zazen state. Do you understand? Okay? And you notice there's a lot more stickiness. Okay? You're getting more in the IP than the overlap of the Kokyu and the pushing. Okay? Try it. Okay, so what's your mind doing? What do you feel? What do you think? Where are you occupied? What's going on there? What do you think? Look back and reflect.
I'm feeling like, I'm just like, where's the yin? Where's
Okay.
the yin? I don't have him.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I don't have a seizure.
Okay, good. And I would say that too. I would say your mind is on what he's doing and the task that you're trying to accomplish. Okay? And I would say most of you are like that. Okay? But if you listen to what I just said, I said, I'm trying to get the mind to drop and to feel like I'm dead. That's what I said. So where do you think I'm putting my consciousness? Is it in what I'm trying to do to her and what she's doing? No, it's in me. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So I feel what I'm doing. I don't feel what you're not relevant to me. So if you change something and I don't move, go ahead. Then I felt something different in me. You see that? So I'm doing my yin, my yang descending, my mind is descending, and I'm trying to keep that feeling.
as she's doing whatever, I'm doing micro adjustments to keep that same feeling in you. It came out on me. Okay, and then your feet get really freaking stuck. My hips can move here, like usually you don't want to move your hips, but my hips can move. Okay? You're just not going anywhere. The structure doesn't matter anymore. It's where we want to get to. Okay? When the structure matters, then I got to keep my feet still. Okay? So as we're moving, I can still do all the same thing. You see? Okay, because this thing's going to move. Because I know if I'm here and I try to root, do you see? I'm at the ankle. We know she's going to turn towards me, right? Well, now I'm rooted in front of her. Do you see that? And I don't want to go back to here, she turns towards me and this is external. You understand? I don't want to lose her center, okay? So we have to get to where everything above the feet is entirely in this Zazen state, okay? Then we can start moving our feet, okay?